The Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit has charged 2 men in relation to a weekend homicide. At approximately 10 a.m. yesterday, Sunday, October 9th, 2016, police were called to an apartment building in the 200 block of 90th Avenue S.W for a check on welfare. When officers arrived on scene, they found one man deceased at the entrance of the home. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow, Tuesday, October 11th, 2016, and the victim has been identified as Sutton Raymond Bowers, 33 of Calgary. 2 men, the roommates of the victim, were arrested on scene, and it has been confirmed that an altercation took place between the 3 individuals prior to police being called to the scene. James Andrew Beaver, 51 of Calgary, and Brian John Lambert, 41, also of Calgary, have both been charged with 1 count each of manslaughter. They are both scheduled to appear next in court tomorrow, Tuesday, October 11th, 2016. I can take whatever questions you have.
Can you give us any idea what the altercation was over? Were they drinking or fighting over money or drugs or anything like that?
I'm not sure what the specifics are. There was some type of a roommate dispute that had been ongoing, but I'm not sure the exact details of that.
Did they cooperate once officers arrived on the scene?
Somewhat cooperation at the start. There's varying degrees of cooperation throughout the evening, but ultimately we're able to, based on the diligent work of investigators and other officers at the scene, we're able to get ground approval for manslaughter charges.
Were there any weapons found at all at the scene, or is it believed that weapons were involved in the altercation?
I don't believe so.
So they all knew one another, the victim and the...
That's correct.
Any idea how long the 3 knew one another?
I don't know that off the top of my head. They have been roommates for a period of time. I just don't know the details on the length of that time.
And did you find them both in the residence at the time, or did they leave and you bring them back, or just the locating of those 2?
We believe that the incident occurred maybe late the evening prior, and the roommates had left the residence, returned, and had contacted police at that time.
So they returned and then called the police?
I believe so.
And are any of those individuals known to police from other incidents?
One of the males has a dated history, and the other none.
And the victim?
The victim, minor history as well.
Are you looking for any other suspects?
No, we're not.
You said that the 2 that were accused, they were the ones who called police. Were there any other calls to 911 from neighbors who heard anything that previous night?
I don't believe there was any calls, but through the investigative process and neighborhood inquiries, other information had come to light over the span of yesterday that helped fill in some of the blanks about the incident.
Can you just explain why the manslaughter charges versus, say, 2nd-degree murder or 1st-degree murder?
Well, manslaughter, the elements of the manslaughter offense would be actions that lead to somebody's death, but those actions, maybe the intention wasn't to kill the person, but the actions led to the person's death.
Given that they're the ones that called the police, maybe they just went too far, or is that what you're suspecting at this point? That the altercation got out of control?
Well, that would definitely speak to the manslaughter charge. It'd be similar to altercations where you see like a one-punch type scenario, somebody falls and hits their head. This one's a little bit different, but manslaughter is still the appropriate charge.
Were there any other people in the home at the time? You said you believe that this happened the previous night, they left and then returned and called police. Were there any other people? Was this a party that was happening, or was it
I don't believe so. I believe it was just the 3.
Was this residence a place that you guys visited often, or was it?
No, it wasn't.
Is there anything you can say about the nature of the dispute or disagreement?
I don't know, other than we believe an ongoing dispute between roommates. I don't know the particulars of what exactly the dispute was about, though.